tell which of these people work at Allianz and which are customers? No? That's because we're just like you. We too have families and friends. We get into accidents and fall sick, like you do. So we understand the importance of addressing your needs quickly.
Can't make it for the movie. Got an urgent case. Okay, bye.
I've processed all the documents.
I'll drop by the hospital on the way home.
We know what it means to have compassion and trust. Your 10/10 rating drives our service excellence. It tells us we're doing it right, protecting what matters most, and being there for you when it matters most.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our forum on risk management group. I'm Liyana, your moderator for today, and we will be discussing on critical roles and responsibilities of RMG, and we have three great panelists with us for today to share their perspective. So, what is a risk management group? To be simply put, an RMG is a team within an organization tasked with identifying, assessing, and also mitigating the risk to ensure the smooth operation of the business. So they play a crucial role in safeguard the company's assets, reputation, and also future growth. Now, let's talk about the requirements for someone to be appointed to the RMG. Typically, individuals should have a solid background in risk management or related fields such as finance, compliance, or operations. So they should also possess strong analytical skills, attention to the details, and also the ability to communicate effectively. To give you a real-world example, let's look at the Air Asia Berhad. Mr. Tony Fernandez, as a CEO, has emphasized the importance of having a dedicated RMG to ensure compliance with regulations like the Malaysian Financial Reporting Standards or MFRS and the Companies Act 2016. This commitment to risk management has been vital for Air Asia's growth and stability. So, to kick the things off, I had like to ask our panelists a simple question. What do you think is the most critical role of an RMG? So let's start with Ms. SYAMEEM.
Thank you, Ms. Liyana, for the question. Certainly, the point that will be highlighted is regarding the compliance and regulatory requirements. What does this mean? It refers to the set of rules, guidelines, and laws that an organization must fulfill in order to operate legally and ethically. By complying with the rules and regulations, it ensures that the business is conducted in a manner that is fair, transparent, and in line with the established standards. There are a few key aspects, but I would like to only highlight two for today. The first one is legal compliance, and second one is regulatory compliance. What is legal compliance? Legal compliance is whereby the organizations adhere to the laws and regulations set by the government. Example of the legal compliance set by the government is such as the labor law, environmental regulations, and etc. Second is regulatory compliance. Regulatory compliance is where the business or organization follows the rules and standards set by the regulatory agencies which oversee specific industries or activities. Some example of the regulatory compliance is such as the Anti-Money Laundering Act, AHMAD, Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, MFRS, and etc. As the risk management group, we need to ensure that our organization is complying with the rules and regulation. We must make sure that we are stay updated with the current changes in the regulatory environment and adapt the risk management practices accordingly to avoid any legal penalties, financial loss, reputational damage, as well as operational disruptions. So, Ms. Liyana, I would also like to give a real example of a company that complies with the rules and regulations. I would like to take Air Asia Berhad annual report of 2023. As you can see in the annual report, It is stated that the financial statement of the company complies with the Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard (MFRS) and Companies Act 2016.
Thanks for the insight, Ms. Syameen. Indeed, the regulatory landscape is constantly evolving, making the compliance more challenging. Speaking of AirAsia, what specific strategies do you think they use to ensure they stay updated with regulatory changes?
AirAsia likely uses a combination of internal audit, legal counsel, and technology to stay updated. They probably have a dedicated compliance team that monitor the regulatory changes and ensures that their practice are always in line with the latest requirement. Regular training sessions for employees on new regulations will also be part of their strategies.
Thank you, Ms. Syameen, for highlighting the importance of staying updated with regulations. So now, let's take a short break. We will be back after this ads, so stay tuned.
Our daily routine is to ensure our body is well hydrated.
And it starts with natural mineral water, one that is rich in the goodness of minerals, like silica. So, how do we achieve it? Spritzer Silica-Rich Natural Mineral Water.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's continue our discussion. So now, I'd like to hear from Ms. Ain. What do you think is another critical responsibility of the RMG? And could you also share an example of how a company has successfully implemented these practices?
The next point of the critical responsibility is the training and awareness. The risk management group is responsible for designing and implementing comprehensive training program to educate employees about the potential risks and the importance of the risk management practice. Regular training sessions and workshops help to ensure that all the staff members are aware of the risks relevant to their roles and understand the procedure to mitigate these risks. Awareness campaign and regular communications are essential to foster a risk-aware culture within the organizations. For example, AirAsia has implemented comprehensive safety trainings in which new employees, especially flight attendants and pilots, undergo rigorous safety trainings. This includes classroom instructions, simulations, and practical exercise to ensure they understand and can effectively respond to the various emergency situations. Okay, another vital aspect is insurance and risk transfer. The risk management group evaluates the various risks and determine the appropriate insurance coverage to protect the organizations from the financial losses. They work with the insurance broker to procure policy that cover a wide range of potential risks, from the property damage to the liability claims. Risk transfer involves shifting the financial burden of a certain risk to the third parties through the contract of the insurance policy, which allow the organizations to focus on its core activity, which being protected with a significant financial exposure. For instance, AirAsia will make a payment to the tune insurance premiums collected on its behalf pursuant of the AirAsia rules as a corporate agent of the tune insurance for a provision to AirAsia insurer. A travel protection plan which provides coverage for losses arising from, amongst others, personal accident medical and evacuations, emergency medicals, and mortal remains repartitions, travel convenience such as flight cancellations or loss of damage to the luggage and personal effect, flight delay, on-time guarantee.
Excellent point, Ms. Ain. Keeping the training programs up to date and engaged is indeed a challenge, but a necessary one to ensure ongoing risk awareness. So thank you, Ms. Ain. These are great strategies for keeping training programs effective. Now, let's move on to Mr. TENGKU. What do you think is another essential role of an RMG?
Dinesh, nampak resah je.
Mana ada? I'm enjoying my me time. Tapi, lagi happy kalau ada orang teman macam dia.
Amboi, cuba tukar ke tune top.
How?
Kau okey ke Johan?
Masuk kali ni dah 3 kali dah aku resign.
Macam ni lah, cuba tukar ke tune top.
Apa kono-ngono
Hai Suzy, nampak stres je.
Stress? Of course lah. You see, apa I buat sekarang?
So, Suzy nak jadi apa sebenarnya?
I nak jadi hairstylist.
Kalau macam tu, cuba tukar ke tune top.
Tune talk? Why?
Sebab Tune Top faham. Memperkenalkan plan Epic daripada Tune Top. Dengan 3 plan Epic, korang ada pilihan untuk nikmati sehingga 500GB internet atau rangkaian 5G.
So, saya boleh call dia sepanjang hari lah.
Video call pun boleh. Percuma ke semua rangkaian.
Wow, epicnya.
Buat apa tu Johan?
Aku kan dah jadi content creator.
Serius lah.
Hey, serius lah. Dapat likes, dapat subscriber, jadi viral. Epicnya.
So I can improve my skills with all the tutorial videos.
Betul tu. Nak stream K-drama pun boleh. To get inspired dengan trend hairstyle dorang.
Wah, epicnya.
Yakini kebolehanmu. Epic terselah pada diri anda dengan plan Epic daripada Tune Top. Daftar sekarang melalui aplikasi atau dapatkan info lanjut di laman web Tune Top. Epicnya.
Tune Talk.
Continuous monitoring of risk factor and effectiveness of mitigation strategy is another vital goal of the risk management group. By employing various risk assessment tools and techniques, the team can identify and evaluate potential risks. They collect and analyze data on risk factors, which allows them to detect trends and predict possible risks before they materialize. The integration of technologies such as risk management software enhance the ability to monitor risk effectively and efficiently. Reporting the status of risk to senior management and the board of directors is crucial for transparent and informed decision making. The risk management group prepares a regular report that highlight key risks. The strategy implemented to mitigate them and the effectiveness of this strategy. These reports often include visual aid like dashboards, present risk data clearly and concisely. By presenting their findings to senior management and the board of directors, the risk management group ensure that the critical risks are brought to attention and appropriate action can be taken. Maintaining comprehensive risk register and documentation is also a key. Detailed risk register document identify risks, their risk assessment and the mitigation action taken. Additionally, incident log report this incident response and outcome providing benefit lesson for future risk management efforts. Establishing standard for documentation ensure consistency and completeness, making it easier to track and review the organization risk management activity over time. Besides that, one of critical responsibility of the risk management group is managing risk financing and insurance program. This involves several key activities to safeguard the organization from potential financial losses due to various risks such as property damage, liability claim, and business interruption. The company can do by evaluating and selecting insurance coverage. The management team start by evaluating the organization risk profile to determine the types and level of insurance coverage needed. This process involves identifying potential risks and their potential financial impact. The team assesses various insurance options available in the market, considering the factors such as coverage limit, distribution, and premium. The goal is to select insurance policy that provide optimal coverage and the most competitive rate. So one of the ways is by doing cost benefit analysis, conducting a true when traffic analysis is essential to ensure that the selected insurance coverage provide value for money. The risk management group compares the cost of insurance premium against the potential financial impact of the identified risk. This analysis helps in determining whether the cost of transferring the risk where insurance provider is justified by the level of protection offered. The team also consider the financial stability and reputation of the insurance provider to ensure reliability.
Thank you, Mr. Tengku. Technology indeed plays a pivotal role in modern risk management, making it more efficient and effective. Thank you, Ms. Syameen, Ms. Ain, and Mr. Tengku for your insightful contributions. So it's clear that an effective risk management group plays a multifaceted role in ensure an organization's stability and growth. So now, let's open the floor for questions from the audience. Remember, managing risk is not just about avoiding problems, but also about seizing the opportunities safely. So who has a questions for our panelists? We are excited to hear from those joining us via the phone calls. If you have a question, please dial the number on your screen. So, our first caller is on the line. Hello, can you please introduce yourself and ask your question?
Hello, I am Alif and my question is, how does continuous monitoring of risk factors and mitigation strategies contribute to proactive risk management practices?
Thank you for your question. So, panelists, who would like to address this question?
So, thank you, Mr. Alif, for the question. So, to answer his question, continuous monitoring of risk factor and mitigation strategies allows the risk management group to identify and evaluate potential risks, detect trends, and predict risks before they materialize. By reporting the status of risk to the senior management and board, transparent and informed decision making can take place, enhancing the organization's risk management culture.
So, our second caller is on the line. Hello, can you please introduce yourself and ask the questions?
Hello, I am Narina and I would like to ask, how does the risk management group ensure that critical risks are brought to the attention of senior management and the board?
Thank you for your question. So, panelists, who would like to address this question?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Narina. The risk management group ensure that the critical risks are brought to the attentions of the senior management and the board by presenting their finding clearly and consistently, allowing appropriate actions to be taken.
These ayam goreng bukan biasa-biasa. Digoreng panas, rangups, pedas. Terasa dari kulit sampai isinya. Lain macam punya sedap. Ayam lain macam.
Thank you for all the questions and thank you to the panelists for the insightful answers. So this brings us to the end of our discussion. To summarize, we covered the importance of compliance and regulatory requirements, training and awareness, and risk monitoring and reporting in effective risk management. I hope our audience found these insights valuable. Thank you for all your valuable contributions for today. Have a great day, everyone.